I'll never forget the small town of Oka in Anambra State, where I spent my childhood. It was a peaceful, idyllic place, surrounded by lush green forests and winding rivers. But little did we know that our town held a dark secret. It was the home of Nneka's Kitchen, a restaurant that drew people from all over the state with its mouth-watering dishes. Nneka, the owner and head chef, was a mysterious, old-looking woman with a talent for cooking. Her meals were legendary, and the people would travel miles just to taste her famous egusi soup or akara. I remember hearing stories about how Nneka's food could cure any ailment, from a simple headache to a broken heart. As a child, I would often pass by Nneka's kitchen on my way to school, and the aroma of her cooking would fill my nostrils, making my stomach growl with hunger. But despite her popularity, Nneka remained an enigma. Few people knew much about her past, and she kept her personal life tightly guarded. Little did we know that Nneka's secret went far beyond our recipe book. As I grew older, I began to hear whispers about Nneka's kitchen. People would mention that the food tasted different, or that they felt very funny after eating there. At first, I dismissed it as a mere gossip, but as the days went by, the rumors grew louder. Some people claimed to have seen Nneka collecting urine from public toilets. Some claimed that they saw her collecting strange ingredients from the forest, while others whispered about her using juju to make her food irresistible. I tried to brush it off as a mere superstition, but the rumors persisted. One day, I decided to investigate further. I snuck into Nneka's kitchen, determined to catch her in the act, but what I saw took my breath away. As I entered the kitchen, I saw Nneka huddled over a large pot, stirring its contents with a wooden spoon. The aroma of her cooking filled the air, but it was mixed with something else, something pungent and unpleasant. As I drew closer, I saw the pot was filled with a strange yellowish liquid. I couldn't quite place what it was, but it looked eerily familiar. Suddenly, Nneka looked up and caught my eye. For a moment, we just stared at each other. The only sound, the bubbling of the pot. Then, Nneka's face broke into a wild, sinister smile. "Welcome, my dear," she said, beckoning me closer. "I have been expecting you." As I approached Nneka, she revealed to me the dark secret behind her cooking, and the strange yellowish liquid was none other than human urine, collected from the village toilet. I was horrified, but Nneka just laughed, telling me that it was a gift from the gods. She claimed that the urine held spiritual powers and that it was the key to our restaurant's success. I was stunned, unsure of what to do next. Part of me wanted to run away, but another part was curious to learn more. As the days went by, I found myself drawn back to Nneka's kitchen again and again. I was fascinated by her rituals, and I began to notice strange occurrences happening around me. People who ate at Nneka's kitchen began to act strangely, as if they were under some sort of spell. They would become aggressive, irritable, and withdrawn. Some even reported experiencing vivid, disturbing nightmares. I realized that Nneka's use of urine in her cooking was having a profound impact on the villagers. They were being slowly poisoned, both physically and spiritually. I then took it upon myself that I needed to expose this to the public. I went to the village elders and reported. One day, the villagers had had enough. After hearing what I said, they stormed Nneka's restaurant, demanding justice. They tied her up and dragged her into the village town square, where she was put on trial. The villagers were outraged, demanding to know how Nneka could have done such a thing. Nneka, still smiling, claimed that she had been chosen by the gods to perform this sacred ritual, but the villagers were unconvinced. They sentenced Nneka to banishment, forcing her to leave the village forever. As I watched Nneka disappear into the distance, I couldn't help but wonder, had we just witnessed victory over evil, or had we just simply driven it underground? In the end, Nneka was banished from the village, forced to leave behind her restaurant and her dark rituals. The villagers breathed a collective sigh of relief, grateful to be rid of the woman who had brought shame to their community. People began to feel better and everything returned back to normal in the village. And we all learned that the truth always comes out in the open, no matter how hard you try to hide it. We've come to the end of this interesting story once again. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more updates. Bye.